Gunned up, brain dead, can't decide. You can't pray enough, you can't hide. You can be cool or you can cry. Do it wrong, not at all, or do it right. No one owes you, no one's to blame. Sit for bad genes or DNA. Ask your conscience the why and how. Do it then, do it when, but do it now. What's up, sweet cakes? Who's here anyway? The girls are easy. What you gonna do, little buckaroo? Yeah, all you gotta do, happy fool, is ask your mom. No, we all can be super fly. GQ, PhD, FBI. You can pretend and you can try. Move ahead, lay down dead, or slip on by. When the truth seems so far away, Buddha loves you and Jesus saves. You need answers for your dismay. Ask yourself, ask your mom, ask DNA. What's up, sweet cakes? Who's here anyway? The girls are easy. What you gonna do, little buckaroo? Yeah, all you gotta do, happy fool, is ask your mom. Yeah, just ask your mom. Do do do. Just ask your mom. Do do do. Yeah, ask your mom. Do do do. Yeah. Come, ask your mama. Super cool mama, Dalai Lama. Come, ask your mama. Super cool mama, Dalai Lama. Come, ask your mama. Super cool mama, Dalai Lama. What's up, sweet cakes? Who's here anyway? The girls are easy. What you wanna do, little buckaroo? Come on! What's up, sweet cakes? Who's here anyway? The girls are easy. So what you gonna do, little buckaroo? Yeah, all you gotta do, happy fool, is ask your mom. Gunned up, brain dead, can't decide. You can't pray enough, you can't hide. You can be cool or you do, little buckaroo? Hey, you better ask and ask. All you gotta do, happy fool, is ask your mom. No, we all can be super fly. GQ, PhD, FBI. You can pretend and you can try. Move ahead, lay down dead, or slip on by.
Yo, can anyone hear me in this? Maybe we should just go on the line.
What you gonna do, little buckaroo? Hey, you better ask and ask. All you gotta do, happy fool, is ask your mom. Yeah, just ask your mom. Just ask your mom. Yeah, ask your mom.
Man, this has been a crazy one.
All right. that was crazy. Thank you, X, for helping us rug us again as normal. As I wouldn't expect any different. How
Yeah,
you
for
doing,
real.
Matt?
Oh, good.
Awesome. Let's get all the people on stage. Get thing rolling. Arrow, Simon, how you doing, man?
I'm very, very good. How are you?
Oh,
Great to be here. Can you hear me okay?
Spectacular, man. Spectacular. Somebody was getting an echo, so we'll
Good,
fix that.
good. Yeah, excited about this topic. I'm not a big events goer myself, but I am going to Avalanche Summit next month, which I am very much looking forward to. And I'm looking forward to getting some tips. I have been to events before, and I've just been like a blue-assed fly, as we say in the UK, running around like a nutcase, trying to connect with absolutely everyone, groveling at the knees of famous people, as you do. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to getting some tips. Good thread that you put together earlier, Matt.
Yeah, thanks for that. I mean, this is basically sort of the survival stuff, and you can sort of learn from Gen Zs as well. They stay healthy, they don't do too much, and they manage to get business done. And then they rug you while wearing Crocs, sitting on a couch, bathing. So
I find it a bit wild, the idea of going to these events, especially the side events, and not drinking. That I'm old-fashioned in that sense, I suppose.
It's free. It's free. You're meant to drink. That's why the drinks are there. You're gonna make everyone sad if you don't. That's definitely my principle on that.
Good, good.
But yeah. Do we have everyone coming up on here? I can see DeFi asking millions of times how to join. Did we get it? Is he up?
I am trying to pull everybody up. It's just
I
request,
mean,
guys.
all good. Is he up in the actual?
That just sounded so weird, Grim. I'm trying to pull everybody up, and then it just like sort of drifted off, and we didn't know whether you said off or up. So it was just a bit strange.
You dirty bugger.
All good, all good. All right, so now I have this message from DeFi just permanently stuck in front of everyone's face on screen. That's just about how it's going to go, apparently.
Oh, nice. Thank you, X.
Yeah, no, always good. But so DeFi, like, am I seeing the stream from X, or what we actually getting? Because is he in here? Is like DeFi in the space somewhere or not? Who
I
knows?
definitely don't see him anywhere.
I don't
He's
see.
just in the comments, I think.
Okay, well, you have to DeFi. If you are listening, you have to join the space on X as well as following the StreamYard link, and then we can hopefully see you. Oh, good.
Let's
All
get
right.
it going.
Well, since it's going on a little bit, let's crack on. We have some fantastic speakers on the panel. If I do not get to you in time, just shout, unmute, because we're talking everything events. What is the T on IRL events? We've got some fantastic speakers up in his house, and we're going to start with. There's some really good crypto events happening soon. Avalanche Summit, Token 2049, Consensus, and so what's the T? We've got Staking Summit Dubai, Bitcoin Conference, Las Vegas, Paris Blockchain Week, Korea Blockchain Week, Blockchain Life, Denver 2025 has already gone, but there is plenty around. So everyone out here, what is your favorite event that you've been to so far? Use that as your intro, and let's go around.
Well, I think my favorite one that I've been to was the NFT show in, where was it? In Valencia, because Valencia was just a beautiful, beautiful place. It was a pretty square, pretty sterile event, if I'm honest. It was a bit corporate-y. But then again, I was there for a corporate for Web3 things, so that's what I kind of expected. But the one I would be excited about if I could go would be Singapore 2049, because I really want to go to the F1 GP and do the event in the same week. That just sounds like a banging week. Looks like a lot of people go. I see a lot of crypto bros going to the Formula One, and I'm thinking, you're not even a Formula One fan, dude. Like, stop rubbing it in my face. But that'd be a great week. I think you're muted, Matt.
Yeah, no, it's more that they can afford the tickets that they're rubbing in your face.
Yes.
It's always a good one. But yeah.
I have a couple ones that I really, really enjoyed, and I can't wait for everybody to chime in. GamesCon, one of my favorite of all times. Like it's been growing. It's taken over the space as the new E3. Sadly, E3 disappeared. That was one of my favorite in the past. But yeah, I mean, gaming event all over. Also, as Simon was saying, big on Token 2049, both in Dubai, although I have a bit of a PTSD experience from last time I went, and Shao can tell you more about that.
Swimmingly. It went swimmingly.
But I am so on the bucket list for the 2049 in Singapore. Everybody tells me that that is the main best event in Web3.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that one. That's my personal Web3 favorite. It's also really fun because it's just like being in a sauna. As soon as you step out of the cool of your hotel room, you're in the sauna. And it's great when they forget the aircon on a side event, and you get to see a lot of DJs just wishing there was someone cold. It's one of the biggest ones. It's truly fantastic, and Singapore is an absolute crazy place. Well worth going, and well worth staying on for the Grand Prix, because it gets very crazy in town. You can't actually navigate across town because they change all the rules for the Grand Prix. So yeah, go to Singapore. Don't break the rules. You will get your ass kicked, which I guess also applies in Dubai. What is it with us and crypto, and then putting it in the strictest places? How does that even work? Like looking at what we do and what we're famous for in crypto, and then where we want to hold the events in the places with the most rules and the harshest penalties for transgression. And it's all good. I see DeFi popped in and has his hand up. DeFi, take it away, fam. What's your favorite event?
My favorite event is the one where I come to the warp space and I try and click on your profile and it says it's a live stream and I think I'm supposed to be in the live stream and it takes me 8 extra minutes to figure out that there's also a space down here. So yeah, what's up? This is my favorite event. I'm here. But yeah, there's my feedback. Elon, let us select which, because I've done that before where I hosted a space and a live stream at the same time, and I guess I probably did that to other people without even realizing.
I mean, we
let us
couldn't get into the
select.
space DeFi, so this was
No, do
actually
you
the
get what
issue.
I'm,
We
do
could
you get
we
what I'm
couldn't even get
saying?
into our own space, mate. We could see the live, but the space wasn't
Well,
showing up.
who started the space? Because you started it on desktop. That's your first problem right there. I
Tried to
already
start it on
know.
mobile, wasn't having it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
That's what
DeFi just
saved
can't
us.
help. DeFi
I'm
just can't help the boomer
I'm
tech
just
support.
messing with you. Yeah, I'm just messing with you. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, it would be nice if you could select which. So like, like the little ring around your profile. It would be nice if you could select like, oh, join the live space or join the live stream if you're live on both at the same time. But I think that's thinking too much of Elon to add cool features like that would make our lives easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean. And yeah, apologies for all of the craziness that's been going on. I can see we have some hands in the space. We got like a ton of hands. We got Shaolin, Ophid, Zit Flash, and we got Remy, and we got.
Oh, let me go back on mute. Sorry, I'm riding my couch on wheels away here. Let me go back on mute.
We always love you, DeFi. All right, who else
Is
is
he?
up in his house?
Did he say he's riding on his couch, or is he
And he's
riding on his
riding on his
couch?
wheel
No,
couch.
it's a 1986 couch on wheels. It's a Crown Victoria. It's just like call it the couch on wheels.
Ah, okay.
Apparently I can't add Dr. Funk. And we got too many people on space.
I'll rotate my own profile. Don't worry. I'll got you.
Right, got him.
Yeah, you can kick me off, brotherly.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
come on, man.
I'm gonna jump in here with a very quick story. I haven't been to too many events really crypto wise recently. The very first one I went to was when I was working at Vulcan, and it was their sort of annual sort of Volcon type thing, and it was in Athens. It was my first time in Athens, and the event was on a Tuesday. We landed on the Sunday. It was lovely, great party that night. It was excellent. Great party on the Monday night. Everybody went home early to go to bed. You're ready for the next day, but 5 or 6 of us kept going. And I missed the event on the Tuesday because I ate about 8 gummies thinking they were sweets because I was hungry. And I thought I was going to die. So I did the next day. And
That is the funniest shit, man.
So on the label where it says "keep away from children," you got to keep away from children and old fat Irish dads.
Yes.
I mean, it probably was unlabeled at this point. I'm just guessing that they were just lying around. You didn't just get the packet and were like, put your reading glasses on.
No. They were handing around gummies, and I just thought they were sweets. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
That's
don't let me out of the house,
crypto,
folks.
randomly hand out sweets to strangers. All good. I see, Shaolin, you got your hand up, and we've also got some other guests up in his house. We got Marcello, Cisabi, Rami, Dr. Funk. We got a full house today. So let's keep rotating it around.
Nah, no worries. No, for me, actually, I love Token. It's mainly because everyone and anyone is there. You get at them from all different walks of life. I think it's super impactful too because when the countries they pick outside of, well, Singapore is relatively you can get to places fairly quickly, even though MBS is it feels like in its own island. But I do love Dubai as well. I just think it's such a vibe to be in these really, you know, forward countries in terms of tech, in terms of what do you call architecture, and so it's really eye opening to really touch grass and do all the things that we're supposed to do. IRL is definitely the alpha if you're going to be in this space. My biggest one that I haven't gotten to though, because I know that's not the question, but you guys already hit on all the different high points at Token, but is actually Korea Blockchain Week because when it comes to gaming, I hear it's the number one Asian site for you to be going to for Web3 gaming because everybody brings it. It's really hardcore now. Unfortunately, what I heard though is that the traffic is terrible, just as it is in Bangkok, as it is in other places. But outside of that, I think that's what I'm most ideally looking for later this year. But for me, since I had to put myself in terms of personal branding, I actually go to at least 8 to 10 events a year. And the other one I have to give a shout out to is definitely Art Basel, just because the vibes are just really nice. The weather's great. It is the sauna as well, but it's a little cooler with the breeze. So definitely love our
Art
events. I think
Basel
this topic is amazing.
Art Basel is, I think it's like the Coachella of crypto, basically. It's like that is crypto's Coachella. You go to that, and then I don't think you're a serious person as a builder, but you're probably richer than me and much better looking.
I
So,
heard that
so
Portugal
that's,
is sort of similar as well to.
I mean, that would be nice because it's closer to Europe, but you know, that's how it goes. Send your choice. Give us some love.
Hey there, Matt. Excited to be here with you guys. Man, my favorite events are the spaces because, I'm gatekeeper by the US government.
Difficulties. Oh no, I don't hear him.
I hear him.
Hey,
I hear him. You're
okay.
gatekept
It's
by the
me. I'm
fact that
rugged
you
myself.
are.
Okay, it was just DeFi, so I'll continue then. But yeah, aside from the spaces, which is where I met you guys and made these amazing, meaningful connections, the spaces that I've hosted on esports, I think it hits different. I mean, it's not the international vibes of meeting with all the Web3 gang, but it's actually onboarding people into the industry, which is what I believe we all gotta do, right? We need to bring retail over. We need to bridge the real gamers into the tech and do it in the right way. So bullish on small events too that are impacting in the right way the industry and are connecting us with the real gamers.
I'm bullish on you, of course, as ever, Senior Choice. We got Astray Rami, we got Marcello. Go for it, man.
Hello, guys. Since I'm new here, I'm going to represent myself first. My name is Rami. I'm the CEO of Bullbit. We're building the first Hyper AI exchange, building Binance, work with Binance AI and Web3 to change how people trade, build, and play. At Bullbit, we launched a platform where users can create AI agents. And to the question, that one of the best events I have been recently is Token 2049. It's not just about the hype. It's where real builders, investors, and visionaries guys come together. The energy is insane there. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
the
I hope
energy is
everyone
really,
actually
really good.
to represent themselves. They can intro so I can know everybody since I'm new here.
Okay, cool. So, intro from me. I am Matt behind the account of myself today, representing myself as the Chief Commercial Officer at Warp. We have Mr. Console actually joined the space and looking very, very sexy there, I can see. Um, and yeah, I'm 20 years in games, and I am, as the chief commercial officer, hitting up a lot of events recently. Been to F Denver, where I gave my beloved Doc Funk a great big hug. And yeah, always meeting up. Things like GDC. GDC was absolutely incredible for Web3 and gaming in general. Wolves Den, shout out for the Wolves. Shout out for running one of the craziest creator houses slash Korean barbecue festivals I've ever been to. And yeah, don't want to suck up too much time. So let's hand it round to my beloved Doc Funk and then Zip Flash and Marcello and then back to DeFi.
Oh baby, dude, how what a wonderful handoff, man. And it was the biggest of bear hugs, everybody. I want you to know right now. My name is Doc. I'm funky. I work at Earnscape. I think probably most of you have heard me, so I'll just skip all that. What are we talking about? IRL stuff? What you see is what you get, baby.
We're talking
This is when I
about
shine.
you, bro.
This is like ADHD full force. Spent my entire life making friends in high profile or low profile sectors of life, and that's a skill set, and that's definitely something that's important. IRL events are everything. I think that, and I used to complain a lot about how much money we spend in crypto land at conferences because some of these budgets are just absolutely insane. And I went to GDC and nobody gave any free food at lunchtime. So now I'm all about these expansive and insane budgets. Please, I need finger foods to carry me through the day. But
I don't
yeah,
buy
look,
food when I go to a conference, dude.
it's super important. I mean, even before, I'll just say this. Are we just doing intros or am I doing a little spiel? I'll say this real fast.
Spiel.
Even before I was really doing anything in this space, I wanted to do something in this space, or maybe I was doing little bits in my own way, whatever. I self-funded I self-funded to a lot of these things because you've got to understand how the industry works, and you're never going to understand it, I think, fully on Twitter spaces are great and things like that, but you've actually got to go and get past the pitches, get past the stuff we talk about ad nauseum, and actually go have multiple old fashions with people IRL, and then go terrorize the town a little bit because
Exactly.
you have to peel back because there's so much BS in this industry. Even though it's a wonderful place to be and I love it, I wouldn't trade it for anything. You got to peel back those layers and get to the people. and that's when the magic happens. So sometimes it's easier than others, but the beautiful thing is that when you do meet somebody in person, and it's someone that you've spoken to, or maybe someone you just met, like, he's like, I can work with this person. Matt and I, we had a beautiful conversation. It was just the two of us, man. We just hung out, had a couple beers, we met each other the first time, chatted through the night. It was quite magical. But and now
It's
we're
definitely
BFFs.
magical.
So I mean,
Exactly.
that's
And
how it goes.
Warp and Earnscape have
Is that
combined
where the
forces.
magic happens?
Yeah, now we've
Magic happened
combined
at
forces with Warp.
gaming
Yeah.
bar. I mean, like all live events are basically like weaponized autism of the devs meets weaponized ADHD of the marketers. And then you just let them go at each other. And you see devs like hiding in the corner, like, oh my God, this is too many people. And all the marketers like, let's go. My favorite memory from Token 2049 isn't actually like a fun one. It's just something that so perfectly sums up crypto that it couldn't be anything else. There was a young guy, some sort of, I don't know, Gen Z influencer, celebrity wannabe kind of guy, wearing these like $6,000 looking Crocs. And they were like some fancy crypto shoes because they look like fucking boats. They must cost a fortune. And he was actually in the Chinese night market trying to buy trainers at like 11 p.m. as everywhere was shutting because they wouldn't let him in the club because they said no open toe shoes. And so he was like running around trying to buy stuff off the hawkers. And he was basically offering to pay us like 10 grand in tokens for any of us to like swap shoes with him. And we were looking at his shoes and no fucking way, man. But yeah, that's one of my favorite.
I would have taken that.
memories.
I would have taken that.
Yeah, I
Probably.
mean, if
I mean,
I
why not?
believed he had the money, I would have done it. I'm
Right,
sure
yeah,
it would have
yeah,
been
sure
like
enough.
there would have been a SAFT and then some future vesting, and then his token would have dumped. It would have been terrible. But yeah, all good.
Can I just say something really quickly as far as
Mm.
like really Gen Z and their love for wearing all the fancy clothes? I'm gonna tell you what's empowering, right? When you
Mhm.
go to freaking Sam's Club and buy a $10 polo and some slacks, and you go out to Token 2049 if your outfit costing no more than $12 and go sign a deal, baby, that's powerful. I don't need that shit.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. And yeah, exactly. At the events, also try not to pretend like you need an entourage. You may be autistic, but you can't actually show it. Like if you're one of those people who has a PFP and you're absolutely scared that someone in crypto is going to know who you are, don't be. We don't care. None of us care. We're all out for ourselves, out for our own money. It's BBB all the way down. We're not going to mug you for your keys in a crypto conference. That comes afterwards when the contracts are actually signed. All good. Who have we got up in the space? Marcello, your hand's been up forever. And then we'll go around some of the other hands. And then DeFi. Your hand's also been up forever.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, man, just hearing about all these events are bringing me back some memories. I haven't had the chance to go to Token 49 just yet. I'm hoping that happens very soon. I know Dubai is around the corner. Just IRL stuff getting in the way, but maybe Singapore, we'll see. But I got fortunate enough to hang with Shaolin at Art Basel. That was super fun. But I'm gonna have to go with GDC. GDC, the few conference I've been at has been just the best one. Dr. Funk, man, we had some fun at karaoke night. Man knows
Hell
how to
yeah, we
sing.
did.
Oh, man, and if you'd seen Marcello at GDC, my
Oh my
God,
God.
what a pimp. What
The
a pimp,
outfits.
man.
The outfits.
The outfits, the gold. Like it was
Oh my
glorious,
God.
man. Absolutely glorious.
Yeah.
You gotta make an impact.
Still waiting on that music video from Doug
Oh
Hype
my
as well.
God.
Yeah, when is
Yeah.
that
Is there
music video? It don't
is
come
there
out.
pimps in Canada? Is there pimps from Canada?
There
Uh,
was definitely pimping.
Yeah, no, Doug Hype had me pimped out. Yeah, no, I'm waiting on the music video too. Apparently some of the footage got didn't go so well, so Doug's trying to figure that out. Hopefully, we can figure out a solution. But yeah, man, no, it's been honestly GDC has been after having gone 2 years in a row, best event I could speak for myself. Again, I haven't been to other ones like Singapore or Korea Blockchain Week, but my God, like best time ever. Greatest part too this year, I didn't even go to the expo. I spent the whole time at the Wolves Den. They really they really they did an incredible job, man. Like I just spent most of my time there. A lot of the other events too, but Wolves really organized an incredible events the whole week, and it was just, man, Web3 gaming is alive, and it was
Oh
just
hell
great,
yeah!
man. It's just awesome to be able to connect with people IRL, like
And did
connecting with
you
Matt
did you
in
play
person.
in the games as well? Did you actually take part in the competitions?
I almost reached the finals in Planet Atmos after like playing like 10 times because I kept dying. That was a lot of fun. Project O, I didn't participate in it, although I heard some really great things about that.
They gave
Uh,
out rare shiny Charizards, like actual Pokemon cards worth gajillions of
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah, crazy, man. I played the Star Atlas first or third person shooter. That was really
Mhm.
cool. But yeah, man, no, GDC, I would definitely recommend everyone to go if you can, hopefully next year. Hands down, probably one of my favorite events, and just being able to connect with all these folks that you meet on these spaces and on X and all these beautiful platforms. It's a whole other level being able to vibe in person in the flesh. So yeah, I definitely encourage everybody to go to GDC.
100,000%. DeFi, before your hand falls off. Yeah. Is he
Ruggin?
is he rugging?
Yeah, we can't hear him. I think.
Oh
The
man, he's
couch has
rugging.
got him. He's fallen off the
After
couch.
all of that, he's been like, oh
It's
man,
like a
just
speed couch. It blew up when it went under 50 miles an hour.
done to listener in rage. I'm bringing them back up. All right, we
Yeah,
have
rolling it.
okay, we have Mr. Conto. Come on, man, give us some love. You're up on the space.
Yeah, I'm up here. I actually felt like, should I sneak into the listeners? Because I frankly don't have that vast of experience as some of the panelists here. And in fact, I'm raising my hand to poke at my good friend Marcelo a little bit because from my readings, I think the GDC that occurred was pretty dead. And it had everybody in the industry questioning if it's even going to happen next year or so. So that's why I was raising my hand. I think I like that take. But from what I read, and of course, this is from someone's perspective, I wasn't there physically. I dreamed to be there. But for a black man to get that USA visa, woo, that is going to be tough, tough work. Nonetheless, wasn't it dead? Weren't some of the booths like completely empty at GDC, Marcelo?
He
So
didn't
for
go
my
inside. He didn't go
yeah, I
inside,
didn't.
bro.
Yeah, I didn't go to the expo at all. I had such a good time with the Wolves at the Wolves house that I was there the whole time, and I was fortunate enough to stay at one of the creator houses. So shout out to Sam for inviting me. But yeah, no, I stayed I stayed with the Wolves the whole time, and that's where the Web3 gaming scene. That's where I think gaming was alive for me. I don't know. Last year's GDC, the expo was dope. But after my experience, I realized all the actions at the side events, and I that's what I basically decided to do this year, and I don't regret it at all. So yeah, I can't speak at the expo itself. I've heard some things too, to be honest, but I don't know. I heard some good things. The Sui event was good. The AVAX event was nice as well. Ronin's event was really hot too. Apparently, I wasn't there, but yeah, I was at the Wolves Den the whole time, and I had the time of my life. I'll say that. That was my experience. I even got to meet Gaspode, who's in the audience here.
Legend.
I got to meet all these legends here.
You're muted, Matt.
I see DeFi came back up. Can we hear you
Can
now,
you
DeFi?
actually hear me though?
Yes,
Or
we
not?
can.
Oh,
Go
yes.
for it.
Loud and clear, DeFi.
All right, yeah, I'm in the grocery store now. You know, it's the adventures of me getting mugged by Elon. Yeah, so I was gonna add in. I didn't actually say anything about a real event earlier. So technically, the only like real crypto event I've been to is Rare Evo last summer in August, which they're doing every year at Caesar's Palace in Vegas. I had a great time going out there with I was with like the group of like WagMe Games creators. They had a creator house I could have stayed at, but I stayed at my own, private hotel because I didn't really, want to do the frat house vibes when I'm freaking 32. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
it's nice
dude, when
to.
you get to 42, you're probably going to want it back again. Like, I
It's
swear to
nice.
God, all of the things you grow out of, you get to live again
I
in
don't know.
conferences.
I feel like after, like, if it was like another time where it was like, okay, I've met all these people at least like once now, maybe it'd be different. It was kind of like one of those things where you're like, I just want to have a private area to, like, go back to at the end of the night and not worry
That
about
is
it. But
also very cool.
the event itself was great. Like, I think Rare Evo kind of started as a Cardano focused event, which, like, there still is a lot of that there, but like they were really embracing multi-chain and gaming. So there was projects like Star Atlas, Cornucopias is building on Cardano, but it's a gaming project. Ascent Rivals was there. There was a bunch of like gaming centric things there as well, and other
Awesome.
like DeFi multi-chain protocols. But like Marcelo was saying, like, yeah, a lot of this stuff did go on outside of the event. But I think at the same time, if you completely just don't go to the event at all, you probably miss meeting the people that are at the booths of the projects that, like, maybe you don't know that much about, and then you can like meet the team or something like that, whoever's at the booth. But they'll probably be at the events later on anyway, so I'm sure you didn't really miss out on a ton of stuff like that. You probably missed out on some free swag at the event too.
Missing out on free swag is definitely
Dude,
one of
I
those
needed.
things.
I literally brought an extra bag and needed to use it. It was like a whole extra backpack of free swag. I must have gotten like a dozen plus shirts, like hats, bags. Like, yeah, I got
Turned up for a new wardrobe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Go
that
get
is
your free
definitely
stuff.
it. I'm gonna reset the room now because we're sort of a little bit delayed in the fact that the space wasn't wanting to kick off on various methods, but now we've got it up and running. I'd just like to say thank you for pulling up in this space. We have a lot of hands, a lot of people, a lot of friends, and a lot of stuff still yet to cover on this. So follow all of the speakers, repost the room, and if you want to meet people in real life, we share this love. I can see that Mr. Console has gone purple on my screen. He is enjoying the space that much. He has gone a lovely shade of oh, now he's disappeared.
Well, he's secretly an alien. That's probably why.
I love that.
He's eating the blueberry chewing gum. That's what it is.
Exactly. That's what's going.
Violet, my name's Violet Beauregard.
That's amazing. But yeah, this is fantastic. So many friends, so many people up here. I do want to cover some of your pro tips. Like, if you've never been to events before, take it from some of the OGs, how to navigate these events and how to have the most
Sign
fun.
up for Luma.
I want to ask a question.
Go for it.
If you're a Web3 game now, what's more important, being at a Web3 event or being at a gaming event?
I mean, survival. If you're a Web3 game right now, what's most important is you just get the game out, stop running out of money, don't go to any events, and just get the game out, make it good, and
surviving
and then which
and
events?
Sustainability.
Yeah, no, I think the thing is, it depends. It really does depend on the targeting. If you are a game, Web3 game or not, if you are trying to raise money, go towards the crypto focused events. If you are trying to network with people, if you're trying to get other people to help you build, if you're trying to find companies or assistants or partners, go to a games event. Because you're never really going to go to a games event as a crypto game to get players. I mean, you would have to be absolutely broken mentally to think that going to an event would actually be user acquisition. Some people are that retarded, and we get to talk about, like, oh, we got 5 people playing the game at Gamescom. It's like, well done, fuckers.
Pretty sure Scott from WAGME has gone to a lot of conferences dressed up and handed out business cards. So
yeah, no,
but he goes
there.
I know. I'm just dishing on Scott. He just wants an excuse to put on his Dragon Ball duds.
He goes boots on the ground though, like solo.
Of course,
he's not going like as a project.
I know. I was just riffing on. I was just riffing on Scott.
I know, rip on everyone, and I see hands up, but you don't have to be shy, man. Just unmute and start shouting stuff.
I got a tip.
We're talking. Yeah, what's your pro tip?
You have to get out of your comfort zone. Like here's the deal. Like, I understand GDC was like all games, right? But I went to like everything I could that was not Web3. humanly possible. And I also do that at regular crypto conferences as well. Like, I am not going to spend the entirety of my time, although I love all of you deeply and passionately, um, visiting. I'm not going to just like stay in this thing. Like, that's how you like most. In fact, some of the most absolute wonderful connections that I've ever made has just been me wandering into random stuff. Like, go with purpose, but without purpose as well. Because if we only continue to speak to each other, then nothing is iterating, nothing is changing. So you've got to like, we have to spread our wings, so to speak. But I do also agree that going to traditional conferences, like traditional gaming conferences, is massively important. For us, it works because we serve both Web 2 and Web 3 games. It's a no-brainer. But I think that, you know, one of the biggest lessons with GDC, going to the like just standard GDC events, is the conversations weren't about like, it wasn't chasing the money or talking about the money or how do we make money or how do we not make money or whatever. It was just talking about gaming and building games, and then just the amazing, incredible like rainbow of people out there trying to do that. I found it to be really eye-opening myself. So you have to have some contrast. You must have contrast to what you're doing, lest you fit. You will start missing the point after a while if you do not.
Yeah, no, that's a very, very good point. And I mean, getting out of your comfort zone and going to an event is also, you have to temper that in with your expectations of the event. I mean, if you've never been to an event before, you can't really necessarily have that role that you're going to this event to get invested or to get your game in front of the right people and make a network if you're going to stay in your comfort zone. It's like if you go to a foreign country and you just walk straight into the first McDonald's you see, you should not be going to crypto events. Like if that is your habit, you know, to just eat something you know when you turn up, then you're going to be the one who's just sat there charging their phone, texting their people on, and you're just sitting on that sort of couch that no one talks to you in the middle of the conference that you've paid $5,000 to get to, and you've not met a single soul, and you're just thinking, can I go back to my hotel room without anyone noticing? There are different ways to do events. If you look at some of the hardcore games events, you'll see there'll be little business people suits and their Manolo Blahniks, and they come straight out of the airport hotel, and this little Asian lady will sit there for like 12 hours in meetings in a booth that no one can see, just writing in meetings, then it goes back to the self-same hotel. That is the event. I would never, ever recommend doing that in crypto. You do not have the stamina for that. You need a stronger back and more willingness to go outside of your comfort zone. But yeah, what are the pro tips? I mean, jump in. I mean, at this point,
how do you deal with the barrage of people that want to give you and sell you their service and want to spend a long time talking about it?
This is a good one. My favorite pro tip for dealing with people who want to sell you something is find two of them and mix them together and then fuck off. That's the best
them
part.
Together.
Yes. So what you do is you find one.
Stuck in a recursive loop.
Yes, exactly. So someone's trying to sell you a wallet solution, and someone else is trying to sell you, let's just say, some sort of market making AI tech. And you're like, you know what? You guys should make money babies together. And then you're just like, I've got to go over here to
yeah. Then you're the BD guy, and you're not the guy that you're trying to get sold to. I like it, Matt.
Exactly. And I've got a pro tip for VIP access. If you do not have it, you can either get it for being a speaker, or the next best thing is to watch what people coming out of the VIP are holding. Let's just say they have a wine glass. Normally at events, everyone else is in plastic cups. That's the only thing you get free. They have a wine glass, they drink it, they set it down, pick up that self-same wine glass or FCC with like a little face mask, whatever swag it is, take it and walk instantly with purpose straight back through the VIP doors. No one will bat an eyelid, and then you are in. And that's my pro tip. And yeah, it's good.
Yeah, go in till you get kicked out, man. I mean, like, I've
Dude,
snuck into a lot.
no one's going to make a scene, man.
Nobody cares.
Like it's the idea of a crypto conference. It's usually guarded by like students because no one wants to pay for that.
Go
And the
go
other
up to
thing
the
is,
table with all the bottle service and just pour yourself a damn drink like you own it.
Okay, guys, this is
that's a good
way
one.
too overcomplicated.
It's
Just
not,
claim
man.
that you're press and you get in
Yeah,
everywhere.
that's actually a really good thing. If
Wait,
you
can I
apply
tell?
early enough as
Can I
press,
tell a
you'll get
story?
free tickets. Do it.
Well, it's nothing to do with crypto events, but my dad used to work for the University of Penn in facilities, and when LeBron James was still in high school, there was a tunnel that connected the building he worked in and the building that LeBron James was playing another school in Philly. And we snuck in, and I had a facilities pass, and I saw LeBron James play in his senior year of high school. So yeah, we just
That's
acted like we belonged,
fucking amazing.
and nobody messed with us. And I still have the memorabilia. I have the program from the event and the T-shirt. So
That's
yeah.
adorable. I love that. I love that. Acts like you belong. That is the key. Like you do belong. You are from a project. You are there. Pro tip for a company: do not
I
book a
mean,
booth,
he
book a
did
meeting room.
do the HVAC for the arena, so it wasn't like we
Fair.
didn't actually belong, but there was nothing wrong in there.
No, I mean it's just more about having the ticket or not having the ticket. You do belong in there. He did the HVAC for that, so you definitely should have been there. Just like if you're doing a crypto event and you're there, you belong in that, and you desire and you know and you earn the right to be a VIP because you're very important to a lot of people. Your mother, well, maybe not if you're in crypto. Maybe they've already abandoned you, but you know
That's a
it's
tip
okay.
I would have, is because the ones I've been to, I've always been for like big Web2 corporates, and so you go there and you see people from like Roblox, and these people from massive businesses, and you just got to walk in and be like, you are my equal, and I am going to talk to you, and I'm going to get what I want from you, and it's the truth. No one's more important than you are. Like, you know, everyone's equal. You just go up and talk to people, be normal, don't be scared. You know.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. I think the one thing that I would say is, if you're there with an agenda, if you're there to actually try and get some business done, and you're not just there for networking for the sake of meeting people, have a time limit. Have like an internal time limit that's ticking down, where as friendly as you like, work out if that person knows the next event. It doesn't matter whether they're good for your business. Do they know where the next event is? Is it better than the one you've signed up for? And can you get the Uber with them for free? That is really the question you ask. If you cannot do that, make sure that when you see people leave in a group, you stand there and you just ask them casually, so where are you going next? But you always have to book in enough events so that you have an excuse. You can't be like, I'm going nowhere, because that makes you a serial killer. You have to be like, oh, I'm going to this event. And they're like, oh, what's that? If you have the better event, they love you, and that's good, and they will pay for your taxi. And if they don't have the better event, you can make them feel really cool, and then they love you, and then they pay for your taxi.
So the tagline for this is, don't be scared, don't be scary.
Yeah, don't be scared, don't be scary. Don't be creepy.
Don't hide in the bushes outside of stuff waiting for people to come out.
Yeah, no, don't
You
do
know what
that.
I do? I
That's
like to keep some loose saltine crackers in my pocket and then just offer them to people and just be like, "Hey, what do you, you hungry?" And then we just chat it up.
Oh man, yeah, like imagine going around a crypto event and just handing out USB pen drives. Think how many wallets you could rinse.
Oh my God.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny. Do not take that as an idea, everyone. I know events coming up. Do not drain your fellow crypto attendee. But yeah, I see some hands in the audience. I think, Marcello, you wanted to talk like 400 years ago. And I see some others. Just feel free to interrupt. Go over it.
Yeah, all good, man. I'm loving the chat. I think that you really touch on some really good points. I think that also just being in the mindset, if you're not somebody that's as extroverted, I guess, or as sociable, funny or not, I'm not. It's something that I had to practice for a long time, but just being in the mindset that everybody at these events are there to meet other people, right? And I think that really helps if you're uncomfortable or you're shy or everybody there is super friendly. Like, don't be afraid to be like, hey, what's up? What do you do in the industry? Or what are you doing here? Or like, what brings you to GDC or whatever? It's like, you'd be surprised how many people are receptive, unlike obviously in any other regular setting. You walk up to somebody and it's just like, what the heck, who's this guy, right? So I think just going into the mindset like that, I think is huge. Also, a few other tips, I guess, like reaching or outreaching people, or already having a set of people that you maybe want to talk to at these events, and just reaching out and just being like, hey, I see that you're going to be at GDC, would love to connect. And it's like, it's that easy. And it's just like, from there, you're already talking to some people. Next thing, I definitely would say, like, Luma is the way to go. I remember, it used to be Eventbrite and stuff, but Luma's the way to do it now. There's so many events, so like they're free. Just sign up to every single one. Like, I literally will mass sign up to events, and then your calendar's max full. But then you're not limited if you're not, unless you're VIP or people trying to scramble getting into events that are already like maxed out. You could get into
Exactly.
anyone.
If you've signed up to all of them, this is a fantastic point. You can actually then do what we do best, which is trading. You can trade entry to this one and that one, and you can barter it. You can even barter your lanyard. And we actually at NBX Berlin did this thing where a guy called Pascal had VIP access, and he blessed us with it. And then we went. You had to go down to the lady, and you had to pretend to be Pascal and get a VIP band. We called it Proof of Pascal, and we managed to get like 8 or 10 people into Pascal DAO. And yeah, that was fun. Like, it's crypto, it's fun. Like, vibe with people. That's definitely it. I see a lot of hands going up. Who wants to shout out first? Shaolin, you haven't talked for a while. Your hand was up ever so politely.
Yeah, so when it comes to like vibing, I actually think there's a lot of these Telegram group chats. There's a lot of these Twitter group chats that you come in. Just ask for invitation if people have like part of the cabal. A reason why I like that is similar to what Marcello said, is if you are getting into these chats, you can actually kind of preset meetings, preset conversations, get yourself an intro, kind of normalize, the conversation, getting to know people better, getting to have common interest, and then just drive value. Once you drive value and people see that you're not just a leech extractor, you end up having some real phenomenal conversations. You can take it to DMs, and you can actually build a lot of these things where once they just meet you in person, even for 5 minutes, it just has so much alpha because, now they know there's a person in name. They don't feel like you're a grifter. It makes it that much easier to kind of set these things, kind of seed it in a way that, again, adds value to the conversation. And then you can go back afterwards and do your business, do whatever you need to do. Because again, as much as people love to chat and really push the envelope, at the end of the day, people are just there to meet as many people as possible. So just don't be a hog and just try to take someone's time up, because their time is valuable, and just make sure to value that, because if you don't, they'll do the Irish exit on you, and then you're just left with your hands held up and like, oh, never
You
mind.
said that in front of an actual Irishman as well. Like a genuine Irishman on the face who has actually pulled an Irish exit. I mean, the thing is, an Irish exit, what you don't know about this, I can say this as a fellow Irishman, is that everyone else is too drunk to hear the person being like, all right, I'm off now. And that's when apparently they didn't say anything. But yeah, I see plenty of hands up. But I think it's really important to follow up on your meetings. If you do not follow up on your meetings, you have just wasted a lot of money, no matter how much you've saved by eating the free food and blagging your way into the events. It is nothing if you do not follow up. And also try to win the race to get your QR code out before the other person. Or intentionally lose to make them feel good. It's all a game. It's all a game. Such senior choice. You were
No,
up next.
I got you. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys this question. I do believe that the magic happens when you meet someone IRL, but the real businesses are happening afterwards. So that follow up
Yes.
you're talking about is key. Now, is it a good suggestion to always keep your camera, take a picture or a selfie with every person that you want to continue conversations with, grab their handle, and then push conversations afterwards so you stay in touch and you have a
Bro, did you
reason
read my mind? Did you read my mind, bro?
we bros,
That's
man.
a fantastic tip.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the best
you read
trick.
my mind, bro. Can I add something to that? if you're
Mhm.
at events like at the booth, take a picture, get somebody to take a picture of you at the booth with the brand and then post the picture, and then you got a free connection right there, because then they'll be like, oh, this guy actually took a picture of himself at the booth, like he's like, you know, going out of his way to like help us out, and then you got, you know, your foot in the door right there.
And that's a good one. I mean, I would say this about taking a picture. There is actually like at least 2 or 3 people. I meet them at every single crypto event.
I
We
see.
and yeah, there's IC up there. But I meet them at every single crypto event, and we take a photo and we exchange contact details, only to find as soon as we open the chat, we are we've already done the same thing 3 years in a row at various other crypto events, and it's just us like, hey, every single fucking time, man. And that is now our tradition. We will never do business, but we will always take the photo and pretend like we are going to do it. So definitely
Bunch
take
of
the photo.
pals.
Always follow up. Folders on Telegram are your lifeline. Like create a folder with the name of the event, put all of the
And
chats
pins.
in it.
Use your pins too. Pin the
Yep,
important guys up top. You get 10, and you get new pins per folder. So if you're like, oh, I'm running
exactly.
out of pins, you just make a new folder and then make new important people in that one.
That's a good way of doing it. It's a good way of doing it. Like Telegram management is an absolute fucking must on that one. And also, yeah, I see someone else coming up. We've got a lot of lot of speakers. Mr. J.
Yo, so, yes, sorry guys, I've been stuck in meetings. I would say when you're at an IRL event, go with purpose to whoever you're talking to, and be clear about what it is you're actually looking for at the event, because everyone knows someone, and everyone is likely to know. If they don't know that direct kind of person, or let's say a person that can fulfill your objective, they'll know someone that does. And just make sure that you adhere to a strict plan of, if I want to make 5 BD connections, 10 BD connections that are crucial to my business or investor relations, and CTA the hell out of them. If you know the event ends on a Sunday, tell them on Tuesday, I am going to send you a message, a follow-up message. Like, be direct. People will remember this kind of thing.
They
People
will. It helps.
will
It
remember.
helps if you send your hottest BD to do that. It works less effectively if
Can I
I
Why do
add?
you wait? Wait. Why do you think we send you, Matt? I mean, you're ginger. You're literally on fire.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Can I add something to that? Like, actually take people's calls to action too. Like, I feel like not enough people just like go out of their ways to like do things their friends ask them to do for like different promotions and stuff. Just go do it. Help your friends out, and usually you're gonna end up having a good time or getting some free stuff or something. One of the things that was at Rare Evo was like gamified networking. They literally had NFC chips in everyone's badge, so you didn't even need a QR code. You just waved your phone at someone else's badge, and it was like a digital handshake. And then after a
Mhm.
while, everyone was just like onboarding each other. They didn't even need the people at the front to tell people about it, because it just became like a game in there. And then you got points and you got free swag at the end. You could cash in. I literally have like a hat, shirts, bags, all this stuff, and they all have like NFC in it too. And you can scan it, and it's an NFT on the blockchain. It says, "Oh, here you have hat number 4 from Rare Evo of 500." So I thought it was like a really cool thing where they gamified the networking, and it made it a lot less of like that awkwardness that you guys were describing before, because I was just meeting new people and it was fluid and like it didn't matter. There was no awkwardness at all. It'd be like, hey, how you doing? Let me, like, I would just scan people's badge before I could even ask them and be like, hey, let me show you this if you don't know what it is.
I know that's a good one. I think one of the things is, if you are actually a company looking for funding, I've got another fantastic pro tip for you. If you see anyone whose badge is reversed, they are wearing the lanyard, it's reversed, they're wearing slacks, an Arc'teryx top, and they look like they have the hairstyle of a Disney prince, that is a fucking VC. And you can guarantee if they're wearing a Patagonia, like little puffer onesie, and they have nice shoes and that they look like they're very uncomfortable. They look
So
like they
should you
really
go up
need to
and give them
go
a
and
shoe?
have a shit.
Should you give them
What?
a shoe shine? Should you bring a
No,
shoe
you
shine
just
kit with you?
no, not at all. You stand next to them and look at the patique on their wrist, and then you try to say something relatively clever because they've got to talk to someone. They've been sent there, but they are all autist. They're in the autist camp. They're just very well dressed ones. And they're like parentally autistic. That's why they can't build stuff. They just have to put the money into it. But they all look like Disney princes. They're very easy to tell. And they have to be there, but they all look uncomfortable. So if you see someone, one of them, and they have to turn the badge around because as soon as if the conference color codes the like who you are, like if you're a VC and you have a different color versus a speaker or something like that, you won't find a single VC. If like there's anything on their badge that like makes it obvious that they're an investor, they will be gone faster than you can say like, please, sir. So yeah, cool. We are reaching the hour now. It has been a fantastic space with absolutely everyone. Apologies for starting
I'm
late.
wearing my cap. I'm sending a picture, bro. I'm
No,
wearing my
that's a
cap.
good one. That's a good one. Apologies for starting late, everyone. We've had many people in there. Here's ours, Dr. Funk. Give some parting thoughts.
Well, first of all, I just want to give a big shout out to my man Shaolin because that was a conference meeting and we had such a wonderful conversation. We found each other in Singapore and we got the homies like that. But I was going to say the same thing to you. You know, believe it or not, I have massive social anxiety and also imposter syndrome. And, you know, Token 2049 is a big event. There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of really great small people who have never ever traveled there before. Go adopt a wallflower at least one time. Be like, hey, what you doing? How's it going? You know, there's people that are just dying to tell you about their awesome thing. And if you got time to listen, go do it because we've all been there. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's really sweet. And that reminds me of the kind of Crimson Caravan. We love you. We all love you. Everyone remembers that
Yeah,
I
but
also love you.
Matt, this is also kind of how we adopted Dr. Funk, you know.
We adopted Dr. Funk through
I was a stray
parental.
No, I found Dr. Funk. He came on a player space, and I told him to sign up for ex co-host. He met Sir Choice, and you're welcome for that.
We are
No,
always welcome for that and always happy. And I think DeFi, we got to do a crypto event in your neck of the woods. We're going to rent out like a ton of trailers and we're going to just make the crypto trailer park. It's going to be fucking insane.
Nah, dude, I already live there. We got a little pit bike track. We got a little mountain bike. Yeah, I'm going to go rip some toys around the yard.
Yeah, DeFi will be playing the banjo. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I live on a 3-acre farm, dude. I live on a 3-acre farm. It's
all right. Party
like
at DeFi's place then. It's going to be the new crypto Burning Man.
4th of July, dude. But you can't, the only rules are that you can't be a busboy and you can't dox the location. That's the secret rules.
Okay.
It's nowhere. I live nowhere. Literally, my Wi-Fi. I shouldn't give it away, but my Wi-Fi network is called No One. And I have one called No One too.
That is pretty cool. See Savvy, I see your hand's been up. You've been a little ghost in the space. Give it some love, See Savvy.
Yo, Jam, guys. I just thought it would be bad if I didn't speak to this space like, rugged. Shout out to you there, Faizu. And I want to, answer the questions, IRL events. Basically, I've not attended any IRL events, but, the ones that I thought it would have been, the best experience would be NFTNG, that's an IRL event that happened in Nigeria, and it's a vast gaming event that happened also in Nigeria. Basically, it was a lit event because I saw people posting about it, and man, it was fire. I didn't attend though, but I'm literally hoping to attend IRL events because I feel like it is a great pleasure, to meet people, connect with people in IRL events and stuff like that.
I agree, and thank you so much for giving your opinion on that. One thing I would say is fake it till you make it doesn't mean you're a faker. I turned up. I'll leave you with this one interesting event story. When I started my company, my first game studio in 2022, and the market was like a falling knife, I went to FCC in Paris. It was 41 degrees. That's over 105 American freedom units. I didn't buy a ticket to the event. I hung around outside and just met people. And that doing that started a $1 million plus dollar raise. And that's all I'm saying. You can turn up. I was completely alone. I just started the company. All I had was a deck, and I knew no one, absolutely not one person. I did not make any meetings beforehand. I decided to go the week before. But you can do it. You can turn up to somewhere. You can be there because you belong in this beautiful community we call crypto.
Can I add to that too? 100%. I tell people all the time, like every single opportunity I've ever had in this space has come from faking it till you make it. I think Crypto Kate even hates it when I tell him that when we have phone calls sometimes, because I'm like, yeah, bro, you know, like all the everything I've done, it's been fake it till you make it. But that's like what people don't actually do. People don't actually go and try out games and post videos and clips and things without some like ulterior motive. Just go and do it and build the relationship out of going the extra mile, and then let the opportunities come after that. Like obviously just don't go like work for some project for free like forever, but like, you know, that's how you're getting your foot in the door and building those relationships. They're like, hey, you know what? This guy's always around. He's always doing stuff. Why don't we like bring him on? That's literally what happened to me at the Player Gaming L1. Like, you know, I was an OG day one community member and then literally stuck in the trenches for 3 years. But we were getting incentivized by the protocol. So it's a little bit different. It was more of like a work for your bag situation. But like, you know, they like that was like one of the only projects that had farming that sustained for 3 whole years, like throughout the bear market. And you know what I mean? And then I got brought onto the team. So like if I can do it, you can do it. I'm just some guy. All the relationships I built are just like from doing that same exact thing, going out of your way to be helpful, provide value, and not be like, hey, what, like you gonna send me money or like I don't work for free? Like no, that all comes like later. Like if I'm providing enough value, like yeah, obviously eventually you'd be like, hey, you know what, well, like you can help me out with this. Like that's usually how it's gone down. Not every single time, but I'm just saying it's totally possible, and you stand out more out of your way and provide value than go out of your way and say, hey, are you guys hiring? Or hey, do you have, like, just go do the thing that looks like it needs help with it, and then like kind of like make it obvious that you did it so someone important sees it too.
That is definitely
that's what I like to point out there, because we've got Savvy who hasn't been to an event. Like most of this advice seems perfectly applicable to being on X, being online, you know, adding value, being there, being present.
That's what I was applying that to. Yep, 100%. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
well said.
And just as the conclusion to this, we've had some great things, and it doesn't matter whether you are pressing the flesh in real life or if you are just meeting people online and building your future till one day we can connect, because we are all one family. It's all fucking amazing. This has been No Cap Gaming. I've been Matt. We've got Aero. We've had Console. We've got Grimlinks. We've got Ovid. We've got a lot of people in the house, and we are going to sign off for another.
And come see us at AVAC Summit, London.
Yeah, come see us
see
at
you there.
AVAC Summit, London. It's going to be cool. If you are there, we'll be there. Peace out.